ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकये चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. So let's start off by chanting the verses of the 8th chapter of the 10th canto, then we'll start our discussion. Shri Shukha Uvacha Gargah Purohito Rajan Yadunam Sumahatapah Vrajam Jagamanandasya Vasudeva Prachoditah Tam Drishtva Paramapritaha Pratyuthaya Kritanjalihi Anarchadokshajadhiya Pranipata Purassaram Supavishtam Kritatithyam Gira Sundrataya Munim Nandayitva Bravid Brahman Purnasya Karavamakim Mahadvichalanam Dhranam Grihinam Dinachetasam Nishayasaya Bhagavan Kalpate Nanyatha Kvachit Jyotishamayana Sakshad Yatadjnanamatindriyam Pranitam Bhavata Yena Puman Veda Paravaram Tam hi Brahmavidam Shrestha Samskaran Kartumarhasi Balayor Anayo Nrnam Janmana Brahmano Guru Shri Garga Uvacha Yaduna Mahamacharya Khyataschа Bhuvi Sarvada Sutam Maya Samskritam Te Manyate Devaki Sutam कंस पापमति सख्यम तव चानक दुन्दुभे देवक्या अष्टमो गर्भो न स्त्री भवितुमर्हति इति संचिन्तयन् श्रुत्वा देवक्या दारिकावचः अपि हन्ता गता शङ्कस्तर्हि तन्नो नयो भवेत् श्रीनन्द उवाच अलक्षितोऽस्मिन् रहसि मामकैरपि गोव्रजे कुरु द्विजाति संस्कारं स्वस्ति वाचनपूर्वकम् श्रीशुक उवाच एवं सम्प्रार्थितो विप्रः स्वचिकीर्षितमेव तत् चकार नामकरणं गूढो रहसि बालयोः श्रीगर्ग उवाच अयं हि रोहिणीपुत्रो रमयन् सुहृदो गुणैः आख्यास्यते राम इति बलाधिक्याद् बलं विदो यदूनाम पृथग्भावात् संकर्षणमुशन्त्यपि आसन्वर्णास्त्रयो ह्यस्य गृह्णतो नो युगं तनु शुक्लो रक्तस्तथा पीत इदानीं कृष्णतां गतः प्रागयं वसुदेवस्य क्वचिज्जातस्तवात्मजः वासुदेव इति श्रीमान् अभिज्ञासं प्रचक्षते बहूनि सन्ति नामानि रूपाणि च सुतस्य ते गुणकर्माणुरूपाणि तान्यहं वेद नो जनाः एष वः श्रेय आधास्यद् गोपगोकुलनन्दनः अनेन सर्वदुर्गाणि यूयमञ्जस्तरिष्यथ पुराणेन व्रजपते साधवो दस्युपीडिता अराजके रक्ष्यमाणा जिज्ञुर्दस्युन्समेधिता य एतस्मिन् महाभागा प्रीतिं कुर्वन्ति मानवा नारयोऽभिभवन्त्येतान् विष्णुपक्षानिवासुरा तस्मान्नन्दात्मजोऽयं ते नारायणसमो गुणैः श्रिया कीर्त्यानुभावेन गोपायस्व समाहितः श्रीशुक उवाच इत्यात्मानं समादिश्य गर्गे च स्वगृहं गते नन्दप्रमुदितो मेने आत्मानं पूर्णमाशिषाम् कालेन व्रजताल्पेन गोकुले रामकेशवौ जानुभ्यां सह पाणिभ्यां रिङ्गमाणौ विजहृतु तावङ्घ्रियुग्ममनुकृष्य सरीसृपन्तौ घोषप्रघोषरुचिरं व्रजकर्दमेषु तन्नादृष्टमनसावनुसृत्य लोकं मुग्धप्रभीतवदुपेयतुरन्ति मात्रो तन्मातरो निजसुतौ गृणया स्नुवन्त्यौ पङ्काङ्गरागरुचिरावुपगृह्य दोर्भ्यां दत्त्वा स्तनं प्रपिबतो स्वमुखं निरीक्ष्य मुग्धस्मिताल्पदशनं ययतु प्रमोदम् हर्ह्यङ्गनादर्शनीयकुमारलीलाव् अन्तर्व्रजे तदबला प्रगृहीतपुच्छैः वत्सैरितस्तत उभावनुकृष्यमाणो प्रेक्षन्त्य उज्झितगृहा जर्षो हसन्त्यः शृङ्ग्यग्निदंष्ट्र्यसि जलः द्विजकण्ठकेभ्यः क्रीडापरावतिचलौ स्वसुतौ निषेद्धुं गृह्णानि कर्तुमपि यत्र न तज्जनन्यौ शेकात आपतुरलं मनसो नवस्थाम् कालेनाल्पेन राजर्षे रामकृष्णश्च गोकुले अघृष्टजानुभिः पद्भिः विचक्रमतुरञ्जसा ततस्तु भगवान् कृष्णो वयस्यै व्रजबालकैः सह रामो व्रजस्त्रीणां चिक्रीडे जनयन्मुदम् कृष्णस्य गोप्यो रुचिरं वीक्ष्य कौमारचापलं शृण्वन्त्या किल तन्मातुरिति योचु समागता वत्सान्मुञ्चन् क्वचिदसमये क्रोशसञ्जातहासः स्तेयं स्वाद्वत्यतिदधिदपय कल्पितैस्तेययोगैः मर्कान् भोक्ष्यन् विभजति स चेन्नात्तिभाण्डं भिनत्ति द्रव्यालाभे सगृहकुपितो यात्युपक्रोश्यतोकान् हस्ताग्राह्ये रचयति विधिं पीठकोलुकलाध्यैश्छिद्रं यन्तर्निहितवयुनः शिक्यभाण्डेषु तद्वित् ध्वान्तागारे धृतमणिगणं स्वाङ्गमर्थप्रदीपं काले गोप्यो यर्हि गृहकृत्येषु सुव्यग्रचित्तः एवं धार्ष्ट्यान्युशति कुरुते मेघनादीनिवास्तौ स्तेयोपायै विरचितकृते सुप्रतीको यथास्ते इत्थं स्त्रीभिः सभयनयन श्रीमुखालोकिनीभिर्व्याख्यातार्था प्रहसति मुखे न ह्युपालब्धुमैच्छत् हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे. Welcome everyone. Hare Krishna, my obeisances. So continuing from where we left off yesterday, Krishna was in the arms of Mother Yashoda and quite a unbelievable competition. On one hand, we have Krishna, who's extremely beautiful, extremely beautiful. It is described by Sri Kavi Karnapur that when Krishna was a baby and he was on the cradle or he was in a little basket, it was a little difficult to know what is this? What is this in this basket? It seems to be like a basket of flowers, blue lotus flowers in the form of his body. Similarly, white jasmine flowers in the form of the beautiful fingernails and toenails. Similarly, it seems like the red small flower in the form of his lips. So Krishna looks head to toe like a basket of flowers. But then at the same time, he looks like a basket of fruits, where his lips seem to be like the freshly cut crimson red bimba fruit. Every part of his body seems like a very soft, tasty, juicy fruit. Baby Krishna looks like a basket of flowers, or he looks like a basket of fruits. At the next moment, he looks like a basket of jewels, very effulgent, powerful pearls and jewels, where the tip of his fingernails and toenails look like white pearls. At the same time, he, in total, looks like a self-effulgent blue sapphire touchstone, a Indra Neelamani, and his lips look like the red rubies. So all the rubies, all the emeralds, all the pearls, all the sapphire, they all are present in Krishna because Krishna is the greatest Ratna. He is the greatest jewel. He is the greatest fruit of the Vedic wisdom. He is the greatest flower, the most fragrant, effulgent flower that all the yogis in the forest sit and meditate on. They are all attracted to the fragrance of the lotus feet of Krishna. So, तस्यारविंद नयनस्य पदारविंद किंजल का मिश्र तुलसी मकरंद वायु अंतर्गतस्व विवरेण चकार तेषां संक्षोभमक्षरजुषाम अपि चित्ततन्वो. Bhagavatam, third canto, describes that Krishna or Mahavishnu is such a beautiful abode of flowers. We discussed this previously also, that his feet are lotus flowers, his face is a lotus flower, his eyes are lotus flower, his palms are lotus flower. He is a blue lotus flower. So white lotus, pink lotus, blue lotus are all found in him. And this lotus garden is attracted to a golden lotus. Vrishabhanu Nandini Shri Radharani ki jai. So the fragrance coming from the nectar of the lotus feet of the Lord, when it goes into the nostrils of great sages, Kinjalka Mishra Tulasi Makaranda Vayu, when the breeze carries the makaranda, the nectar in the whirl of the lotus of the Lord's feet, Antargata Swavivarena Chakara Tesham Sankshobham. It causes agitation in the heart of those who are breathing in the fragrance, the aroma, the whirl of the lotus of the Lord's feet. It's described the four Kumaras who have been meditating on Brahman for a long, long time. Just the breeze carrying the tulsi fragrance at the lotus feet of Mahavishnu, it broke their meditation. This is the power. So Krishna is the most fragrant, aromatic flower that attracts and agitates the hearts of the yogis sitting in the forest. At the same time, he is the most ripened, juicy Nigama Kalpatarur Galitam Phalam. He is the most ripened fruit on the tree of Vedic wisdom. He is the most powerful touchstone jewel who's shining, radiant throughout. In the darkness of this material world, the touchstone appears as avatar and he manifests his pastimes. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has said, we can find this also, Navanirada Nindita Kantidharam, Rasasagara Nagara Bhupavaram, Bhaja Krishna Nidhim Vrajaraja Sutam. It's been described that Krishna Vrajaraja Suta, the son of Nanda Maharaj, Bhaja Krishna Nidhim. He's a Nidhi. He is a wonderful treasure. He is a blue sapphire touchstone who's manifesting in this world. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes that Krishna's pastimes in that world and Krishna's pastimes in this world are both attractive. In Goloka Vrindavan and Bhuloka Vrindavan. Very attractive. But between the two, he still says the pastimes in this world are more attractive. Why? Because in this world we have pastimes like Janma Leela, Janmotsava, Krishna's appearance. In Goloka Vrindavan, there is no day when Krishna appeared. He is eternally present. But when he appears in this world, then Nanda Baba performs Nandotsav. There is a proper tithi you can give, that on this tithi Krishna appeared. But in Goloka Vrindavan, he is eternal. He is Ananta, he is without an end, and he is Anadi, he is without a beginning. Yet at the same time, he is Adi Purusham. He is the beginning for everyone. But when, as far as tithi is concerned, when his beginning began, it's very difficult to determine in that world. So Chakravarti Pad writes, this world, pastimes like Janmotsava, make it even more exciting. At the same time, he says that when you take a jewel, a very nice, priceless, effulgent jewel, you keep it in a bright room, it is effulgent. But its effulgence can be felt more in a dark room. We're not saying that the jewel is more effulgent in the dark room. It's effulgent as ever. But in the bright room, the perception of that effulgence is lesser than in the dark room where it's completely pitch dark and you bring in a jewel. Now everyone can benefit from that light. So in Goloka Vrindavan, there is no pain. It is the land of light. It is the land of joy. It is the land of, it's like a well-lit room. And Krishna Leela is the touchstone there. So it is brilliantly effulgent, no doubt. But in this world of darkness, where there is avidya, where there is ignorance, where there is dukkha, that jewel of Krishna Leela appears and becomes more astonishing. Like the jewel in a dark room is more bright in the perception wise than the jewel in a well-lit room. So Krishna's pastimes are always beautiful, but especially in this material world, he comes in this world for us. Rasika Shekhara Krishna Parama Karun. Ei dui hetu hoite ichhar udgam. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it is described, Krishna has two primary qualities. One, Rasik Shekhar. He likes to play. He likes to taste rasa. And Parama Karun. At the same time, he's extremely merciful. So in that world, he tastes rasa. He's Rasik Shekhar. But very little opportunity to shower mercy. But in this world, because we are all struggling in the cycle of birth and death, he comes in this world and both these aspects are met in Krishna Lila. He relishes pastimes, Rasika Shekhara, which he of course does in that world also. But the added advantage is for us. Here he tastes rasa, at the same time he's extremely merciful. So Rasika Shekhar for himself, he who's greedy to taste pastimes, and Paramakarun, extremely merciful for us. So when Krishna comes in this world, we get benefited. He also gets benefited because he relishes these pastimes in this world. So back to Krishna Lila. Yesterday we were discussing how baby Gopal, who's the abode of all fruits, who's the epitome of all flowers. He's the zenith of all touchstones, pearls, rubies, emeralds, diamonds. Krishna is everything. He's the source of everything. And he is in the arms of Mother Yashoda. And this is a constant competition. Krishna's beauty is increasing at every step. Nityam Navanavayamanam. It's described Krishna's Navayovana. At every moment he's fresh. And at the same time, Mother Yashoda, her love is also increasing. This competition is going on. Krishna is extremely beautiful. Looking at Krishna's extremely beautiful nature, Yashoda's heart is getting full of joy, full of love. And as her love is increasing, she is seeing more beauty in Krishna. If you love someone, then naturally you put a curtain on all their flaws and you enlarge their good qualities. What to speak of Krishna who has no flaws and he is the abode of only good qualities. So Mother Yashoda's love is perceiving more and more beauty, and naturally Krishna's beauty is increasing. And seeing that beauty, her love is increasing. And when her love increases, her perception of Krishna's beauty, the thoughts of Krishna are flooding her heart, her love is getting more ecstatic, her milk is getting sweeter. Krishna's drinking that sweet milk and he's feeling, oh, my Maya, my mother loves me so much. Tasting that milk, tasting the sweetness of affection from her heart, Krishna's becoming more happy and he starts to smile. And when Krishna starts to smile, seeing the smiling face of her Gopal, Mother Yashoda starts to smile. And when she starts to smile, her joy increases. When her joy increases, her milk becomes sweeter. Drinking that milk, Krishna becomes happier. He starts to smile. And this, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, is huda hudi. Huda hudi means there is constant competition of who is going to win. And who wins between the two? Well, we all win. We are the winners because Krishna doesn't win and Yashoda Rani doesn't win. Both are competing with one another. And in this process, we are all the winners because we are perceiving unparalleled beauty, unparalleled display of affection. There is a saying that when two clouds meet, who celebrate? People on earth celebrate. Because when the clouds meet and it starts to rain, we are the ones benefited by that rain. So it's described Krishna and Mother Yashoda are like the clouds. Krishna is a little baby cloud, Mother Yashoda is a big mama cloud. And when both of them meet, by their meeting, we are the ones on Mother Earth who are celebrating our good fortune, drenched, saturated by the nectar rain shower of Krishna Lila. Krishna Lila ki jai, Sri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. So now coming back to the point where we were. Ardhonmilita lochanasya pibata paryaptam ekam stanam sadhya prasnuta dugdha digdham aparam hastena sammarjata matra changuli lalitasya vadane smeraya mane muhu Vishnu kshira kanoru dhama dhavala dantadyuti patuva. Shastra describes that when Krishna is drinking Mother Yashoda's affection, he's closing his eyes and relishing. And it's described, Ardha Unmilita Lochanasya. How is Krishna closing his eyes? His eyes are half closed and half open. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Shuchau Deshe, for yoga, we should find a very pure place and you should have your eyes not completely closed and not completely open. Because if eyes are completely open while performing yoga, we will get distracted. And if eyes are completely closed, then we will fall asleep. So in the Gita, Krishna says we should keep our eyes half open and half closed and meditate on the tip of one's nose. So don't worry, we don't have to do these things. Krishna is talking about principles of Hatha Yoga in the Bhagavad Gita. So there Krishna says yoga means finding a clean, pure place, and eyes should not be half closed, and it should not be completely closed, and it should not be completely open. It should be half closed, half open. So now Krishna is Yogeshwar. He's the Lord of all yoga. So he's teaching by personal example. He has found the most pure place, Shuchau Deshe, that is the heart of Mother Yashoda. He has found that and he's performing yoga. Yoga, Yuj Dhatu means to connect. So he's connecting with his best devotee, Mother Yashoda, and he's following his own dictation in the Gita that eyes are not completely closed and not completely open. As he's drinking Mother Yashoda's milk, his eyes are half closed, half open in samadhi. And Sri Surdas Ji, in this context, he writes very beautifully. He says that Krishna's eyeballs are like bumblebees, and Krishna's eyes are lotus flowers. Mother Yashoda's affection is the nectar. These two bumblebees are stuck in the lotus of the eyes, drinking, intoxicated, drinking the nectar of Mother Yashoda's love. So just like imagine if there is a lotus flower and there's a honeybee in the middle which is drinking nectar, and it has become so intoxicated that at sunset the petals are closing. And now you can see that there are black bumblebees inside the lotus flower. And the lotus is not completely closed. So Krishna's eye lotus is half closed, half open. It's almost like the sunset. The lotus are closing and the eyeballs are like the bumblebees stuck in that lotus flower. Sri Surdas Ji writes about baby Gopal. Drunk, intoxicated by the amazing heart affection of Mother Yashoda. Krishna cannot attain this as Vishnu in Vaikuntha, because in Vaikuntha, as Kshiro Danvat Pradeshe Shuchimani Vilasat Saikate Moktikanam Mala Kripta Sanasta Sphatika Mani Nibhair Moktikair Manditangaha Shubrair Abrair Adabrair Upari Virajitair Mukta Piyusha Varshaihi Anandina Punya Darinali Nagada Shankhapanir Mupkundaha Bhupadau Yasya Nabhir Virata Suranilas Chandra Suryau Chanetre. In Vishnu Sahasranam, it is described as the Supreme Lord, as Sashanka Chakram Sakiritu Kundalam. He has Chakra, he has Shankha, he has Gada, and he has Padma. And he is resting in Vaikuntha as the most majestic Lord, uh, as Vedanta Deshikar has also described from the Sri Sampradaya very brilliantly. He says that when Mahavishnu sleeps in Vaikuntha, it is almost like he's holding the sun and the moon in his hands as Bhagwan. He's holding the sun in the form of the most effulgent Sudarshan Chakra, and he's holding the moon in the form of the most effulgent Panchajanyam Rishikesham, Kangshal. The Kangshal is white, so Vishnu is holding the moon, and he's holding the sun of the Sudarshan Chakra and the moon of the Panchajanyam. He, as Bhagwan, is controlling the sun and the moon, and he's resting in Samadhi. How amazing. Sri Vedanta Deshikar ki Jai, Sri Sampradaya. But in that abode of Vaikuntha, the Lord is resting, but he is not resting in the lap of his mother. But in Vrindavan, he gets that great fortune as Krishna, as Nanda Gopal. Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur has said that Yashoda Nandana Anandavardhana Nanda Tanaya Rasakupa. In one song, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, who is Krishna? Yashoda Nandana. He is the son of Yashoda. The word Nandana means child. The word Nandana also means Anandayati. He who gives joy. Nanda Dhatu means Nandayati, to give joy. So by calling Krishna as Yashoda Nandana, Yashodam Anandayati iti Yashoda Nandana. He who with his beauty and sweetness gives joy to Yashoda as she gives her joy to him. This is called Yashodanandan. Yashodanandana Anandavardhana, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes. They are mutually giving affection and increasing their joy. And Nanda Tanaya, Krishna also has a separate relationship with Nanda Maharaj, and he is Rasa Kupa. He is the abode of all beautiful mellows. Back to Sri Surdas Ji. The black bumblebees of Krishna's eyeballs are stuck in the lotus petal of his eyes, intoxicated by the honey, the nectar. in this case, the affection of Mother Yashoda's heart. And Krishna is in samadhi. Ardhon milita lochanasya pibata paryaptam. He is drinking sufficiently. You see the word in Sanskrit, aparyaptam tudasmakam balam bhishma virakritam in the Bhagavad Gita. The word aparyaptam, there is some shlesh used there. There is double meaning used there in the Bhagavad Gita, in the first chapter itself. Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhishma bhirakshitam. In that, the word aparyaptam means immeasurable. Duryodhan is speaking to Drona in the first chapter, and he says, aparyaptam tadasmakam. Our army is immeasurable, unlimited. And balam bhishma abhirakshitam. It is being protected by Bhishma Dev. So in the start, in the first chapter, Duryodhan is flaunting and boasting a bit and trying to speak to his guru in this mood. So there the word aparyaptam has been used, which means immeasurable, inconceivable, unlimited. But aparyaptam also means insufficient. Saraswati Devi sits on the tongue and corrects Duryodhan's pride when Duryodhan is saying, aparyaptam, our army is unbelievable, immeasurable. Saraswati says, no, aparyaptam, our army is insufficient. Paryapt nahi hai, aparyapt hai. So here similarly you can see the word ardhon milita lochanasya pibata paryaptam. Paryaptam, which means either sufficiently, or in a measurable way. Both meanings can be used. In a measurable way or in sufficient. So Krishna is either drinking in a measurable way in the sense that Mother Yashoda is thinking, it's been 5 minutes, 10 minutes, Krishna is continuously drinking my milk. At the same time, in a sufficient way. Krishna is sufficiently, he is gulping Mother Yashoda's affection down his existence. Actually, later, when Krishna shows the universe in his mouth, in the same chapter, 8th chapter of the 10th canto, when Krishna shows Virata, Rupa or Brahmanda Darshanam in the mouth, at that time Acharyas write, Sri Harisuriji in Bhakti Rasayanam, he writes that Krishna shows the universe in his own mouth. Whole Brahmanda he shows in his mouth to show Mother Yashoda. Oh Maya Yashoda, when I used to drink your milk, all the time you used to keep asking, why are you drinking so much, Krishna? You are only so little a baby. Where is all this milk going? So Maya, I want to tell you, look into my mouth, how many universes are there? I have to feed all of them. I am the Lord for all these universes and you are my only mother. So on the pretext of drinking your milk, I drink, but I also feed your affection to all these wonderful children who are living inside me. So, oh Maya, please don't ever think why I'm drinking your milk for such a long time. I have to feed so many universes inside me. This is why I'm I'm drinking milk for a long time. So, Sadhya Prasnuta Dugdha Digdam Aparam Hastena Samarjanam. As Mother Yashoda, after some time, thinks, okay, now Krishna, you've drunk enough milk, and she tries to separate Krishna away from her, he immediately holds on to her cloth. Krishna is trying to hold on to her hand, trying to hold on to her upper cloth, and he wants Mother Yashoda next to him. Matra changuli lalitasya vadane smeraya manam muhu. Mother Yashoda says, okay, Krishna, I am not separating me from you. Okay, you can drink as much affection. My heart is brimming with so much joy and so much love, and it is all exclusively for you. Why should I separate you and me? And she gives her affection to Krishna. Vishnu kshira kanoru dhama dhavala danta dyuti patuva. May that Krishna, who's happy in the arms of Mother Yashoda, and that Yashoda who's happily swinging, singing, and feeding baby Gopal. May this mother, may this child bless the whole world. This is the blessing in that beautiful verse. Now, Sri Jiva Goswami Pad continues this Leela from here. Sri Jiva Goswami Pad says, after giving her loving motherly milk to Krishna, after some time, after a few minutes, Mother Yashoda tells Krishna, Jrimbhasva tata vadanam parilokayami dantankurastava kimin mushita naveti Vyadatta eva vadanesya dadarsha mata lagna nijastana rasasya kanan ivaitan. Mother Yashoda tells Krishna, Jrimbasva tata vadanam parilokayami. Oh dear Gopal, can you open your mouth? And Krishna hasn't, he's a little baby. So he hasn't started to officially have conversations. They, of course, yesterday, remember we were saying for a long time they keep chattering. They have prajalpa, mutual prajalpa. Mother Yashoda is saying something, Krishna is saying something. So Divya Unmad, transcendental Jalpati. They are both talking. So in the middle of this talking, Mother Yashoda says, Jrimbhasva tata, dear baby, can you open your mouth? Vadanam parilokayami. I want to see inside your mouth. So in heart to heart, Krishna is asking Mother Yashoda. He hasn't started to speak, but in heart to heart, he's asking Mother Yashoda, what is there in my mouth? Why do you want me to open my mouth? So Mother Yashoda says, Dantankurastava kim in un mishitana vetti. You open your mouth, I want to count how many teeth have come in your mouth. Danta Ankura. Danta Ankura means whether teeth have manifested. Dantankurastava kim un mishita naveti. Have teeth manifested in your mouth? Yes or no? Just to check this. I want to count those teeth. So can you open your mouth, Krishna? So on the pretext of yawning, Krishna opens his mouth as if answering the request of Mother Yashoda. Actually, maybe in the Leela Avesh, in the pastime as Yashoda's son, he may not have even understood. But as Bhagavan, he understands because he is the Lord. So, understanding the heart's desire of Yashoda Rani, Krishna, on the pretext of yawning, he opens his mouth. Vyadatta eva vadanesya dadarsha mata. He opens his mouth, and Mother Yashoda sees so many teeth in the mouth. Little child, little mouth, and so many small white teeth in the mouth. And she's thinking, till yesterday these teeth were not there. Today suddenly how the teeth manifested? Oh, then she realized they are not teeth. Lagna nijastana rasasya kanani vaitan. They are only beautiful, wonderful, loving white milk drops in Krishna's mouth. After drinking Mother Yashoda's milk, those milk drops are there in the mouth, and Mother Yashoda thought they were white teeth manifested in Gopal's mouth. Yashoda Nandan Bal Gopal ki jai. Sri Melpattur Narayana Bhattadri, at this point in his epic Narayaniam, he writes, Aho Kumaro Mai Datta Drishti Smitam Kritam Mam Prativatsakena Ehi Ehi Mam Ityupasarya Pani Tvaisha Kim Kim Nakritam Vadhubihi. Not just Mother Yashoda. Now the other motherly gopis are also starting to talk to Krishna, and they say, Aho Kumara, oh dear child, Mai datta drishti smitam kritam mam prativatsakena. They look at Krishna, and all motherly gopis are around the cradle, they're around the bed, and they're talking to Krishna and talking to one another about Krishna. Aho Kumara Mai datta drishti. Each gopi, each motherly gopi is telling every other motherly gopi, hey, did you see? He looked at me. Aho Kumara Mai datta drishti. Drishti means glance, Mai means to me. Oh, how astonishing. Kumara Mai Eva. This child looked at me alone. He didn't look at you. He looked only at me. Every motherly gopi is talking to every other motherly gopi saying, did you see he looked at me alone? Well, he is Jagannath. He has round eyes. He looks at everyone at all times. So imagine he's on the bed and he's Jagannath. His eyes are rolling in ecstasy. And the Acharyas describe Krishna has three colors in his eyes. As Jagannath, you can see the three colors that he has. The outer color is red, then the middle color is white, then the innermost color is black. So black, white, and red. So these are the three colors of his eyes. So that represents Krishna's glancing is white as nectar. White as nectar. If somebody glances at Krishna and Krishna glances back at them, it is the nectar that keeps that person going for all times to come. It locks the whiteness of his glancing, of his eyes. It is that nectar, it is that bait put to catch the fish of our mind out of the ocean of this world. You see, the world that we live in is an ocean of suffering, Bhavasagara. And our minds are like fishes, they're swimming in this ocean. So Krishna's glancing has the white nectar, which is like the bait put by a fisherman to catch the fish of our mind, to take it away from the ocean of this world. The blackness of his eyes is representing poison. When we get glanced by that, it is the poison of Krishna Prem that grows in the heart, that increases in the heart. We said previously in our discussion, in this also briefly and also in Venugit, that Krishna Prem is a mixing of nectar and poison. It is the mixing of white and black. Meeting with Krishna is the white nectar. Separation from Krishna is the black poison. Separation from Krishna doesn't let a person live. Meeting with Krishna makes one forget all one's worries, and separation makes one remember all one's pain. The greatest pain is separation from Krishna. The greatest joy is meeting him. So the white part is the nectar in his glance. The black part is the poison of separation in not being able to get that glance. Sharad udashaye sadhu jatasat sarasijodara shri musha drisha. Suratanatate shulkadasika. The gopis say, Krishna, please appear before us because your eyes are most beautiful. The white part of Krishna's eyes is the nectar in meeting, and the black part of Krishna's eyes are the poison in separation. Now, what is that redness? That redness is intoxication of prem, intoxication of Krishna prem, love of Godhead. When some redness means anurag, love. So these three colors are existence. Meeting with Krishna, falling in love with him, and then feeling separation from him. Three aspects. So meeting Krishna is white, falling in love with him is the red, and feeling separation from him is the black. And then that separation causes the meeting, so that is the white. That increases the love, that is the red. Then that causes the separation, that is the black. That causes more meetings, so more nectar in the white, and this goes on. So these are the three colors that are there in the eyes of Jagannath. So with those three colors as Jagannath, the Lord is intoxicating the whole world. In Jagannath Puri, it is described Devatas are coming in human forms to take darshan. There are stories where Vibhishan is coming to take darshan of Jagannath. Devatas, Indra is coming to take darshan of Jagannath. Humans are taking darshan of Jagannath. So that Krishna as the Lord, he's sleeping on the bed and all the motherly gopis are around the bed and they're all saying, Aho Kumara Maidatta Drishti Smitam Kritam Mam Prativatsakena. He just didn't see me. He smiled at me. Gopal smiled at me. And not just smiled. So different mothers are speaking. One mother is saying, he looked at me. I saw amidst all of you, he looked only at me. Another mother said, he looked at you, but he looked at me and he smiled also. Another mother said, okay, he may have looked at you, he may have looked and smiled at you, but only to me, he put his arms out and he said, Ehi, please take me with you, please take me with you. Ehi ma mityupasarya pani. Pani means palm, arms. So putting his palms out, baby Gopal in the bed, he's moving his arms and all the motherly gopis are saying, look, he's looking at me. Look, he's smiling at me. Look, he's putting his arms out at me. Bhavat vapu sparshana kautukena karat karam gopa vadhu janena neetastomatamra saroja mala vyalambi lolamba tulam lasi. Sri Narayana Bhattadri continues by describing that bhavat vapu sparshana kautukena. Now all the motherly gopis, they want to share the nectar that Yashoda Rani has left as remnants. Yashoda Rani is the main enjoyer of Krishna Lila as the mother. She is the main relisher. She is the Adhishtatri Devi of Vatsalya Rati. When the Sthai Bhav, the main foundational mood of love for Krishna is motherly affection, then everybody has to follow the footsteps of Mother Yashoda. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport to Canto 10, chapter 9, text 3, in the description of Damodar Leela, Chaumam Vasa Pratukatitate Bibhrati Sutranadham, in that section of bodily description of Mother Yashoda when she's churning in Damodar Leela, Srila Prabhupada in that purport writes that anyone who wants to attain and serve Krishna as a mother to the child, in this mood of Vatsalya Prem, those who want to see baby Gopal and serve him like a mother, they must meditate on Mother Yashoda and follow in her footsteps. Krishna smaram janam chasya preshta nija samihitam tattat katharataschaso kuryad vasam vraje sada. Sri Rup Goswami Pad has said, if one wants to attain a certain foundational sthai bhav, mood of loving Krishna, then they must follow in the footsteps of that specific eternal associate. Not imitation, not anukarana, not mimicking Mother Yashoda, but anusharana. Srila Prabhupada writes in one letter, we should not do anukarana, mimicking a person or imitating a person, but anusharana. We must take shelter of that great soul and follow in their footsteps. So like Mother Yashoda, as an assistant to Mother Yashoda, not replacing Mother Yashoda in Vatsalyarati. So all these mothers, they in the neighborhood, they are sharing remnants from the plate that has been left behind by Mother Yashoda, which means Mother Yashoda is tasting Krishna's affection and Krishna's sweetness, and all the other mothers are tasting some remnants of Mother Yashoda. So Bhavat Vapu Sparshana Kautukena. All the mothers, they have a desire that I want to hold Gopal to myself. I want to hold Gopal to my heart. And Bhavat Vapuhu. Melpatur Narayana Bhattadri writes, my dear Lord Sri Krishna, Bhavat Vapuhu, your body, Sparshana Kautukena, out of desire to move their fingers over the tender body of your personality, your existence, with that desire, Karat Karam Gopavadhu Janena. The motherly gopis are holding Gopal, by then another motherly gopi, another Matra Sneha gopi, in a motherly mood, she comes and says, you have held enough, now you give Gopal to me. What you see in this world are semblances of that world. You give me, you have held Gopal for a long time, now you give Gopal to me. So another mother holds Gopal and she's embracing Gopal to her heart. She's kissing Gopal. She is moving her arms on Gopal. She is hugging and caressing Gopal. By then another mother comes and says, no, you have held for a long time. Now you give Gopal to me. And in this way, Karat Karam Gopavadhu Janena. Wow, wow, wow. From one arm to another. Bhavat Vapu Sparshana Kautukena. Karat Karam Gopavadhu Janena. If these great souls had not revealed these pastimes to, foolish, less intelligent, materially engrossed, sensually indulging conditioned souls like me, how can we have any entrance into this realm? So Bhavad Vapu Sparshana Kautukena Karat Karam Gopavadhu Janena, with the desire, with the greed, with the lalasa to touch baby Gopal. Every mother is touching, embracing, kissing, and trying to talk and play with Krishna. Remember, Kritva Chuchkara Mishram, Bahu Vilasitam Smayayanto Hasanti. They're all moving Krishna from one place to another. They're swinging Krishna. They're telling him stories. They're singing songs for him. Some are even blessing. In the future, you will be the king. What great fortune. We are holding the king in our arms. And some are saying some broken words, some jokes to make him smile. Some are tickling him. Some are playing with him with toys. Some are snapping their fingers. Some are clapping when he's in the hands of another gopi. All these motherly gopis are so expert in affection. They are motherly gopis and associates of Yashoda Rani for a reason. When one mother is holding, another mother is attracting. Come to me, come to me, come to me. So in this way, Karat Karam, Krishna is going from one palm to another palm, from one palm to another palm. Sri Melpatur Narayana Bhattadri writes, like Neetas Twad Atamra Saroja Mala Vyalambi Lolamba Tulam Malasi. Just like, O Krishna, a honey bee hops and jumps from one lotus flower to another to drink the nectar. You are like the black honeybee because Krishna is dark in complexion and he's the Krishna Bringa. He's the dark bee. And the palms of the gopis are reddish like lotuses. So from one lotus flower to another lotus flower, just like the bee hops. Similarly, O Krishna, Bhavad Vapu Sparshana Kautukena Karat Karam Gopa Vadhu Janena Nitastvam Atamra Sarojamala. Atamra Sarojamala means Brinda Devi has made, or the Leela Shakti, Purnamasi has made a beautiful Saroja mala. Saroja means lotus, and Atamra means reddish. So, reddish or pink lotus flower garland, Saroja mala. Brindavan Dham has made a garland of red or pink lotus flowers in the form of the palms of the motherly gopis. And Krishna is going from one lotus to another, like the bumblebee goes to drink nectar of the motherly love of all these gopis, just like the bee drinks the nectar from one lotus to another. So wonderful. निपाययन्ति स्तनमङ्कगं त्वां विलोकयन्ति वदनं हसन्ति दशां यशोदा कतमां न भेजे सतादृश पाहि हरे गदान्मा. When all the mothers are playing for some time, then Yashoda Rani comes. And she says, no, no, you give my Gopal to me. Give my Gopal to me. All of you have played, now your time is over. Sometimes you see, there are some apps on the phone where it will say that now you cannot open this app after this time. There is some limiting apps where if you put that on your iPhone, then after 1 hour, 30 minutes or 1 hour, now it will say you cannot open this app anymore. So it is like a stimulant where Mother Yashoda, she lets the motherly gopis browse with Gopal for some time. They're all having their own little dopamine transcendental addiction in playing with Krishna. But then Mother Yashoda says, no, your browsing time is over for now. Now you give my Gopal back to me. You give my baby back to me. And nipayayanti stanamanka tvam vilokayanti vadanam hasanti. Mother Yashoda takes her Gopal back, and then she keeps Gopal again back to her heart, back to her chest, and gives Krishna as much affectionate motherly milk as possible. And Vadanam Vilokayanti. She keeps looking at Gopal's face. She keeps looking at Gopal's face, and Hasanti. She also keeps smiling and laughing. Sri Surdas ji writes that Mother Yashoda would bring baby Gopal out in the courtyard many times. And she would talk to Krishna about sunrise. She would tell Krishna, oh Krishna, look how beautiful the sun is looking. Look, that sun, Surya Dev, he's very powerful. If you pray to Surya, you will have a long life. You will be very effulgent. You will be knowledgeable. So remember, Gopal, when you grow up, you should always offer obeisances to Surya Dev. And at the same time, the sun rays are coming in the courtyard. So Mother Yashoda is holding, but she's making sure that the light is not on the baby. So she's holding the baby, and the light is coming up to the end or the tip of the courtyard. So Mother Yashoda is also talking to Surya Dev in that Leela, according to Sri Surdas ji. Mother Yashoda is talking to Surya Dev and saying, oh Surya, my child is so beautiful, right? He is like the moon. You are the sun, and my baby is the moon. I am like the ocean, and the baby Gopal has appeared like the moon that has come out. You see, milk ocean, when you churn, in the 8th canto, you find that moon appeared. So Mother Yashoda is the milk ocean of motherly affection. And by the churning of her heart, the moon called Krishna Chandra has appeared. And it is a fact that we know in this world the sun and moon are the most powerful entities in the sky. So Mother Yashoda is, after telling the moon about the sun, now is telling the sun about the moon. We also know that moon gives us light, very cooling, rejuvenating light, and it reflects the light of the sun. So Mother Yashoda, in her affection, she is seeing her baby. He is giving beauty, he is giving joy like the moonbeams but ultimately he also needs the blessings of the sun. Just like the moon sustains on the light of the sun and reflects that on earth. So Krishna, the joy that you're giving Vrindavan, you are like the moon. The moon beams are giving so much rejuvenating, cooling, relaxing moonbeams of affection for all of us when we see you. But you should continue to stay in touch with the sun, because you have to become the king, and sun is king, sun is royalty, sun is power, sun is father, sun is knowledge, sun is light, wisdom. So Krishna, you remember, okay, when you grow up, you should take shelter of Surya Dev. Krishna took Mother Yashoda's words very seriously, because Surya in Sanskrit is called Bhanu. And Radharani is called Bhanu Nandini, the daughter of Vrishabhanu. So when Mother Yashoda is saying, you should take shelter of the sun, so those words Krishna has to obey as the child obeys the mother. So Radharani is Bhanu Nandini. She's like the sun rays coming out of Bhanu, Vrishabhanu Maharaj. Bhanu means the sun, and Bhanu also means Vrishabhanu. So sun rays are Surya Nandini, the daughter of Surya Dev, and here Radharani is Bhanu Nandini. She's the daughter, like the rays of the sun coming from Bhanu. At the same time, Mother Yashoda is telling Surya Dev, she's saying that my child is moon. He is very pleasing. And today he's a small one. Very soon he will grow up and he'll become full moon, just like the moon grows in size. So you please, I know you are coming in with your rays, searching out for my child. Please continue to do so. Mother Yashoda is telling Surya Dev, please continue to do so and always keep my child under your protection. O Surya Dev, you continue to bless. Mother Yashoda also used to pray to the Devatas, headed by Mahavishnu and also Kuladevi, Durga, Parvati, etc., praying that, I am praying you please protect my child. Today I am there, tomorrow I may not be there, but you continue to protect my child. My child should grow up, he should have a long life, he should be healthy. And Mother Yashoda many times used to even touch the chin of Krishna and say, when will you grow up? How long will you be a baby? I want you to grow up. Then when you start to walk, Krishna, then I will have so much joy when I see you take the first steps. When you start to run, Krishna, I will be so happy when I see you and Balaram run in the courtyard. I, as the mother, will sit and I will relish both of you playing with each other together as brothers will play in the courtyard. Now our acharyas continue with more nectar. They say that as Krishna grows up, he is now learned to sit. Krishna has learned to sit. So Krishna is sitting and all the motherly gopis are around. And now they want to teach Krishna parts of the body. They want to teach Krishna different parts of the body. So the Acharya, Sri Kavi Karnapur writes, Kva vaktram kva shrotram kva tava drigiti snigdham uditaha पुरन्द्रीभिस्तान्यङ्गुलिकिशलयेनाधिगमयन् क्व दन्ता इत्युक्तः करकमलमाधाय वदने स्मितेनैवोत्पन्ना मम नते इति व्यक्तमवदत्. All the motherly gopis are sitting next to Gopal and they say, Kva vaktram, Gopal, kva vaktram. Vaktram means face. Kva means where. Gopal, kva vaktram, where is your face? And this is a big, difficult question for Krishna. Very analytical question for Krishna. Because even the yogis want to know, where is the lotus feet? Where is the face? Is he nirakar? Is he sakar? Is he formless? Is he formed? And if he is formed, how many faces does he have? Even in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Sarvato Panipadasta Sarvato Kshishiro Mukham. My arms are everywhere, my eyes are everywhere, my face is everywhere. So when the motherly gopis ask Krishna, it's quite a philosophical question. Where is your face? That's a rhetorical question to say, your face is everywhere. How can we say, where is your face? Your face is everywhere. Or for those who think God has no form, they are asking this question, where is the face? Apani padau javano grahita paschitya chakshu shrunoti akaranaha. Shastra says, Apani Pado. God has no arms, God has no feet. Shastra says, Apani Padau Javano Grahitaha. He has no feet, but still he runs. He has no arms, still he grabs. Pashyati achakshuhu. He has no eyes, still he sees. Shrunoti akaranaha. He has no ears, but still he hears. And Srila Prabhupada explains beautifully that means that he has no material eyes. He has no material ears. He has no material arms. He has no material feet like us. He has transcendental divya, uh, transcendental feet, transcendental arms, transcendental eyes, transcendental ears. So with his transcendental feet, he's running in Damodar Leela. With those transcendental hands, he's stealing butter and feeding the monkeys. With those transcendental eyes, Atanka Netram, he's looking around, fearful, where is Mother Yashoda? And with those transcendental ears, he's hearing the ankle bells of Mother Yashoda chasing him. So ears, eyes, hands, feet, he has all of them. Krishna has a form. He doesn't have, he's not Nirakar, he's Nar Akar. He's not formless, but he's human-like. So therefore, when the gopis are asking Krishna, Kwananam or Kvavaktram, where is your face? As God, it is a big philosophical question. But as a baby, he doesn't know where his face is because he still started to learn parts of the body. So when they say, Kvavaktram Krishna, Kvavaktram, where is your face? So Krishna analyzes for a long time, loading, please wait. Have you seen sometimes some websites when you go, loading, please wait? It keeps moving. So that's like Krishna, loading, please wait. The gopis, the motherly gopis are asking, where is your face? And Krishna's thinking. And then finally he points out, this is my face. Then they say, Kwa Shrotram Krishna, Kwa Shrotram Gopal, where are your ears? And then very quickly he says, here are my ears. Kwa Tava Drik, O Krishna, O Gopal, where are your eyes? Kwa Tava Drik, Drik means eyes. Aapke netra kahan hai? Where are your eyes? And Krishna almost points to his nose, thinking that this is where his eyes are. And he's confused. Too many questions for a little child. Then after some deliberation, he says, no, I'm sorry. This is where my eyes are. Ko Vaktram, Ko Shrotram, Ko Drig iti snigdhamuditaha. Very happy that he has answers to all their questions. Krishna starts to smile. Purandri bhi tanyan guli kisalayena gamayan. Krishna, as he's being asked by his motherly gopis for the parts of the body, with the tender, soft, freshly blossomed leaf-like fingertips, he's pointing to different parts of the body. When Krishna points it correctly, he gets one kiss. When he points it wrong, then he gets two kisses. So this is why idam te mukhambojam atyanta nilair vratam kuntalai snigdha raktaischa gopya muhushchumbitam bimba raktadharam me manasya virastam alam laksha labhay. Mother Yashoda and the motherly gopis have made the blue lotus of his face as pink lotus because they're kissing him so much. When he gets correct that this is the ear, then they kiss his ear. But when he gets it wrong, then they give two kisses. Krishna, now you remember, okay, this is where your ear is. So this is my face, this is my eye, these are my ears. And then finally they ask a very important question. Kwa danta, O Gopal, where are your teeth? And when they ask him this question, Krishna has teeth, but not all of them, very little. So when the motherly gopis ask, where are your teeth? Kwa danta iti uktaha. Krishna is confused. So kara kamalam adhaya vadane, that same fingertip that he uses to point different parts of the body, now because he's confused, he puts that in his mouth. He's thinking, where are my teeth? And out of confusion, he puts it in his mouth as if he's thinking. And then he smiles. Smitena eva utpanna mama nate iti vyaktam avadat. Smiling, Krishna looks at the gopis and he says, teeth? Oh, I haven't developed my teeth yet. I am still little. I have my nose, I have my ears, I have my face, but teeth? Oh, I haven't developed yet. Very soon I will develop. I don't have my teeth. How does he say? Mama na utpanna. Mere utpann nahi hue. My teeth have not grown yet. saying like this, Krishna starts to chuckle, and all the motherly gopis are clapping. They're embracing Krishna. They are happy. Krishna continues to relish. So we'll pause here as the motherly gopis are relishing and Krishna is relishing, only to continue this nectar of Vatsalya Prem, this beautiful, wonderful display of Krishna's childhood for all days to come in the month of Kartik. Thank you so much. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Patita Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaudiya Guru Varga ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam, Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo.
Thank you very much, dear Amarendra Prabhu. Such a beautiful Zatha. Very grateful for sharing this nectar with all of us. Such a beautiful pastime. So we also have his guest Gauranga Prabhu today. So I would request him if he could share his realization and share some nectar today, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you, Amarendra Prabhu, for sharing such sweet nectar. And my pranams to all the devotees who have assembled here to hear this nectar from Amarendra Prabhu. Just as Yashoda Mata is swinging, singing, and feeding baby Gopal, you are also speaking, relishing, smiling, and making all of us smile and relish Krishna Katha, Prabhu. That's amazing. So entire class is filled with so many smiles. You are smiling and we are smiling, and the childhood pastimes of Krishna are so relishable as you are narrating. As you said, Krishna is not Nirakar, he is Nara Akar. And when Mother Yashoda says, the gopis ask Krishna, where is your face? You said loading, buffering. Krishna is still figuring out where are his bodily parts. So some of my favorite points in today's session are when Mother Yashoda wanted Krishna to be in touch with sun rays, it's like Krishna being in touch with Bhanu Nandini. Vrishabhanu is the sun, and Srimati Radharani is the sun ray, and Krishna has to be in touch with them. Very, very sweet, Prabhu. And also all the gopis are taking turns to take care of Krishna, embrace him, kiss him. It's like they have their quota of dopamine, transcendental pleasure, the browsing time. So you are narrating with so many contemporary examples and making us relish more. Well, the best thing is the three colors of Jagannath's eyes. That white represents the nectar of meeting Krishna, the black represents the poison of separation from Krishna, and red represents falling in love with Krishna. That's a brilliant point. Oh, I never heard it. Also, you're quoting from Melpattur, Narayan Bhattadri, Vedanta Deshika, Surdas, Vishnasekara Thakur, Srila Prabhupada. It's like you have done so much of research, not research, relishing all the Acharya's commentaries and sharing so joyfully. Very happy and grateful to hear this, Prabhu. So why is Krishna drinking so much milk? Because he's not feeding himself only, he's also feeding all the living entities in his belly, all the universal residents. Also, you mentioned how Lord Vishnu is holding Shankha and Chakra, which is like sun and moon, in his two hands. That is also very new thing for me. You're quoting from Vishnu Sahasranam, reviving my childhood memories of reciting Vishnu Sahasranam every day almost. And Krishna's eyeballs are like bumblebees stuck in the lotus flower of Krishna's eyes, and Yashoda Mata's love is nectar. That is really nectar. Also, in the beginning of the class, you made a difference between Goloka Vrindavan and Bholoka Vrindavan. In Goloka, Krishna is only Rasika Shekhar, but in Bholoka, Krishna is Rasika Shekhar and Parama Karuna also. There is Janmalila here. There is defeating demons here. There is showering mercy upon devotees and fallen souls here. It's like, as Uddhava says in the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Yanmartya Leelopayikam Swayoga Maya Balam Darshayita Grahitam Vismapanam Swasya Sobhagarte Param Padam Bhushana Bhushanangam. So, Krishna's childhood pastimes as a little human child are very attractive even to the Devatas and Vishnu expansions of Krishna also. That's amazing. And the the first point that you have made is Krishna's whole body is like a garden of flowers from top to bottom. I just immediately recollected that beautiful shloka, Pullendi Varakanti Mindu Vadanam Varhavatam Supriyam. Thank you so much, Prabhu. You are relishing Harikatha. You are making us relish Harikatha. You are smiling throughout the class and making all of us smile. So this is the best way of smiling. We may smile for some mundane jokes in our interactions with each other, but smiling, hearing Krishna's pastimes is the best form of smile. And you are making us smile every day. Transcendental smile. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu. Thank you so much. Dear devotees, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu is teaching all of us. He has such experience in reading, in writing, in speaking, in serving. If you see the way he dresses Radha Vrindavan Bihari in Govardhan Eco Village, it is stunning. His artistic ability, his way to narrate pastimes, sing verses, explain them part by part, it is just nectar. And still he's so humble. He's coming and sitting in the class of this insignificant soul out of affection and friendship for me. And he's
Very good.
teaching all of us to how we should continue to hear and chant with relish. So Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, you're always welcome. Please keep coming. This is your home. Please come. And I would just like to put one clause, one terms and condition that if you can kindly sign, that you come and instead of reflecting at the end of the class, you please speak something. We will all be very happy to hear from you. You quote verses, you make us smile, you make us laugh. You please narrate pastimes. We will be very happy. Kartik
Prabhu,
time
this
is the
is
time to hear about Krishna. So I will be very happy. In fact, let me say like this, I will be sad if you don't come and speak Krishna Katha from your side. So if you don't want me to be sad, then you please make me happy by coming and sharing nectar from your side. And everyone who agrees to this, please raise your arms on the Zoom call and say Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. See, Prabhu,
Prabhu,
so
this is
now we have
whatever you say, they will agree, Prabhu. That is their affection for you. But this is my sadhana time. This is my hearing time. I can't mix my hearing time with speaking time. But if it pleases you, I will definitely share a few words. As per your instruction, you asked a few times, and Jagannath Krishna was asking. So let me just share. But my primary purpose is to hear and relish, which I am getting my quota of nourishment every day. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Very
Thank
grateful.
you. Thank you, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu.